home of the longest continuous burning tire fire anywhere in the continental United States, possibly even in the world, although China claims that they have a bigger tire fire right now than we do in Silver Springs.
And verified, right?
Yes, it hasn't been verified to AM News standards, but nonetheless, they are making that claim now. So let's go to the not-so-lovely Aaron on line 1. Hey, Aaron, what's up?
I can honestly tell you that my eye in the sky has not seen the smoke in China, so I don't know. Hey, we got gorgeous sunshine out here this morning, folks. It's brisk in the morning, 25 again last night. So, like Reno, our temperatures went from 65 to 20 overnight. All the snow melted off by noon yesterday, so all the snow's gone out here. Hey, I need to follow up on a story, but before I get there, I hear Allison talking about training dogs. Do we get to call her Pablo now?
Yeah, Pablo.
I don't know. Hey, another event that's going on, and this is a community event. It's going on right across the street from the Reno Town Mall there in the parking lot at Atlantis. It is KOZZ Stuff-A-Bus. Of course, this is for the less fortunate in our community. This is the last day for the Stuff-A-Bus event. If you can, take some old clothes, warm clothes, food, non-perishable food, canned goods, top ramen, whatever, bag of rice. Go over and give that to the less fortunate in our community, help their holiday season be a little bit better. Article...
And kudos to, KOZZ. Their radio station
what,
here.
Jason Edwards? Yeah, Jason, Jim, I can't think of Jim's last name right now, but Jim McClain, they are relentless with that project. They really do. And think about it. It's 20 degrees outside. Those guys have been out there to get that bus filled.
Yeah. They spent the night, right?
Yeah, they're right across the street. You can see them from
and you know what? It's a donation, folks, because it's involved with the Salvation Army. They will give you a receipt right there. And Jace is on the radio this morning saying, bring your stuff by. I'll come out of the bus and help you unload it. You don't have to get out of your car. You can't beat that for a donation. You just can't.
No, you can't.
Unlike a lot of stations in the, and not just in this area, but everywhere in the country, when someone does a good job, we say kudos to you guys. And, it's KOZZ this weekend. Tomorrow on the 7th, it's going to be Bill and Connie, from Alice. They're going to be out at the SPCA. They're doing things there. They're donating their time. And we say that's what radio is supposed to be. That's being part of your community.
That is part of the community, absolutely.
Yeah. Most definitely. Hey, I got to. I need to follow up on a story that I touched on the other day about discrimination from a company called Acero Services. I spoke with their vendor management supervisor, Joe Mueller, M-U-L-L-E-R. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. He said that the company in question did not receive any work from them because there was no work in Florida. However, I was presented, and we're publishing this morning on this, we were presented with a series of emails that go back over a year to recruit this company, and now all of a sudden there's no work in Nevada. SunTrust is one of the clients that are involved here. And in my humble opinion, this guy was not forthright. He was not honest in what he was saying. So you got to kind of look at, did they put a squeeze on this company for speaking with social media people, for having a social media presence, for speaking out against some of the atrocities against labor in the property preservation industry? I'm still waiting for a return phone call from the owner or head CEO of the company, Lee Mertens. I left him a message. I have heard nothing from them. So we'll have to see how this plays out. I honestly believe the Team Ironclad story, when I sit and look at everything and I analyze all the information that has come in around me, the guy was not honest with me. They do have work in Florida, so there probably is, you know what they say, when there's smoke, there's usually fire. There probably is something to this, and as Dennis alluded the other day, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and talks like a duck, you know what it is.
Yeah, quack, quack,
now,
baby.
what is it they're saying they didn't do or don't have?
Well, what the owner of this company Team Ironclad is a true employee company. There is a serious issue in property preservation industry of misclassification of employees. My opinion, and it is also the opinion of the California courts and federal courts, we are all employees. That the independent contractor, the spirit of the independent contractor clause per the IRS rules is being violated over and over and over by these companies. This guy is a W-2 company. Everybody works for him as an employee. He does not sub-work out anywhere.
Oh, okay.
So when he speaks out against some of the issues that are being pushed on labor, for example, I'll give you an example. A company right now wants me to do work out here in this area. We pay, like over in Yerington, approximately $20 a yard to dump debris. They want to pay me $18 a yard. You can't do it. So when this company speaks out against issues like that in public, that's what he's being punished for here. This is a punitive issue. They're not going to send him any work. He is the largest company in Florida performing property preservation work, and they, like I said, they use employees. They're compliant with all the laws, all the licensing laws, all the regulations, and because they interview with Alladay LLC, because they interview with Foreclosurepedia, they're not going to use them. I'm sorry, you can't. And that is what they said. That they didn't put it in writing. The only thing they put in writing was, we will not work now or ever with your company, will ever work with us. And that is a complete contradiction to what the guy told me. He told me there was no work in Florida. And that's why the company did not get any work. And when I tried to press him further, he got very rude and indignant with me. And I ended up telling him, hey, you know what, sir, you have a good day. We will be writing about you.
Wow. Well,
take that.
Take that. It's getting pretty bad. Have you heard that now there are clauses in stuff when you purchase, like online? If you agree to how you go through and you click, I agree to the terms and conditions, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then you buy something online. Now there's a little thing in there that the company that sells you can fine you for leaving negative feedback on social media. A lot of companies are doing that.
You need to be very, very, very cautious. And this is something I'm seeing more and more and more of in contract clauses. And I'm sorry, that is a direct violation of your First Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody can tell you what to say. I don't care if you buy their product or not. Why don't they? And this is something you need to ask before you purchase a product. If you see a clause like that in a product, guess what? That tells me the product's no good, it's going to go bad, and they don't want me to say anything bad about their product. I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, the case that came before the courts was they didn't leave negative feedback on the product because they never received the product and they weren't getting a refund. The company fined them, and I think it was $2,500, and it goes right on the credit card. I mean, instantly, because they have your credit card information.
You can object to that.
Well, you can contest it, but they have the legal right to. And they went to court over this, and the company was fined, for doing what they did. But people need to realize what they're checking when they're checking that box when they're making those online purchases now. Spend $1.
What do they say? Read the fine print?
Read the print. And you know something else? I'll go farther. Spend $1 or $2 more and go to a local store and get what you need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do we have time for the Dumb Butt Award this week?
Oh, if we make it quick.
Okay. This week, the Dumb Butt Award goes to the Jackson Heights Middle School down in Florida, to their administration, and in Cincinnati, Ohio, Our Lady of Lourdes administrator. It's a Catholic school. They suspended a first grader for playing Power Rangers during recess. Over in Jacksonville Heights, they suspended an 8th grader for giving a hug. Now, I don't know about anybody else. When I was in school, if they would have suspended any of us for giving a hug, every student would have been on that football field by noon, and we would have been hugging each other. And when the idiot administrators came out to say, hey, what are you doing? We would have hugged them too.
Oh, yeah.
What a bunch of poor souls. Zero tolerance for a hug. That is the epitome of sad, ladies and gentlemen. What is this world coming to?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Jackson Heights and Cincinnati, Shame on you.
That's it. Shame on them.
Bye. All right, Aaron, how do we get a hold of you at Alliday LLC?
775-230-9915. Remember, HamiltonSkiLine.com for all your ski information, folks. www.alladayllc.com. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend. Let's all have a great time. Let's all be safe out there.
Thank you very much.
All right. That's Aaron from Silver Springs. Wow. We need to regroup here for just a minute. Let's go take a quick break, and
Okay.
we'll be back right after this.
All right, see ya.
What's your sign?